back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Bruins Country. Lions All-Star basketball fans, James Martins, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes back at it tonight to do it again. We had a great time last night in Bismarck for the Lions All-Star Basketball Series Day 1. We'll see what's in store for us for Day 2. Same as yesterday, we get things started with the Class B girls and then the Class A girls and the Class A boys and Class B boys. You're in tune to the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event. Irie Insurance is your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. They remind you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of a field throughout the summer and upcoming harvest season in the fall. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Get a little recap of yesterday's contest in the capital city between the Class B and Class A girls. Pretty much almost entirely a wire-to-wire victory for Class B. It was very competitive throughout, though. Leading scorer for Class B yesterday was Rylan Burgess with 14 points. Also 13 points each for Ellie Brunn and Mikkel Heidelbaugh, helping the Class B girls get to 85 points. Almost everybody got into the scorebook yesterday for Class B. About the same for Class A, but it was the Bergen Kidderbrew show. 22 points yesterday, leading Class A. 13 points from Riley Simon and 10 as well for Emily Ash. Three leading scores for Class A yesterday. Chase Miller, your thoughts on the game yesterday and what we could see today?
Yeah, the one thing in the pregame show yesterday, we talked about the size of Class A. Well, Class B did a really good job, particularly when the likes of Riley Simon was on the block. There were double, there were triple teams. Class B took advantage of transition points. They were able to have a downhill mentality and attack. A really solid offense. They started with the lead. Give credit to Class A. They kind of found their rhythm, found their flow a little bit in the second half to take the edge. But Class B looking for their fourth consecutive victory here in the season. And again, this is the final, at least for the short term, final time that we'll see this Class A versus Class B rivalry. So a chance to go, 4-0 the last 2 years, while Class A wants to get back in the win column here. And I think it should be just as good of a basketball game tonight for day number 2, James, as it was for day number 1 at Bismarck High.
Again, last year in the series, 72-65 in Bismarck and 90-67, both won by Class B. So again, Class B's won 3 in a row, looking to make it 4 in a row. We've got more for you on the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live events. Next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Back inside the Bruins den here on the Irie Insurance pregame show on your live event for comments ahead of the Class A versus Class B girls basketball clash. Don't forget, we got the boys contest for you, and if you want to hear a little more about these players, where they're going next, and all some great information, Chase Miller doing some great interviews with all the players. You can check that out on our Your Live Event YouTube page. And again, let's well, Chase, let's recap quickly here the boys' game. We'll talk more about that before the second boys' game today. But your thoughts on what you saw in the boys' contest yesterday?
Yeah, a lot of dunks, a lot of up and down tempo, transition. Again, 100 points for Class A. Expect something similar. It was nip and tuck really until the last 5-6 minutes where Class B just couldn't respond with the run. Class A got up by double digits. A Talon Backey off the backboard to Carson Yale dunk was the big dunk. Set had one by himself. He had 25 points for a game high, 6 players in double digits for Class A. So that'll be fun to see what happens on the second part. Can that be a split like it was last season? And I expect a good competition again. And earlier, James, when we were setting up, we saw the coaches in here talking about, hey, if they're going to run a little set, again, you're not going to see a ton of offensive sets. But, hey, if they run one or two, be on the lookout for this. If a certain player has the ball here, be on the lookout for X. So just little tweaks as this game continues. And it's also fun kind of taking a look back at some of these rosters, James, for the girls and the boys with some of the players. Obviously, one of the bigger girls last year was Abby Dukeshire, a University of softball commit from Kindred. You're talking like the likes of Trayson Eaglestaff from Bismarck High heading to UND. So that'll be something throughout here to make note of and comment. And it's been a nice filing in crowd. Anytime you bring the bleachers out inside the Bruin Den, this reminds me of the old Civil War with Fargo North and Fargo South going at each other, where if you didn't get here until JV at the end of the JV game, you were not getting main stand seats. You probably were staying on the baseline. So hopefully Fargo South looks just as full as it was yesterday in Bismarck High. We get to see a really good turnout here on the eastern side of the state.
And I do have to mention our producer Joey. He was a Fargo North grad. He's been all smiles in this Bruins Den. So he's having a good time. We're all having a good time. Thanks to the Lions clubs around state of North Dakota, especially the chairman that put this tournament on. It's been fabulous to be a part of it, and we are certainly proud to be a part of it here at your live event. We're going to step away here for a little bit again. Much more on the Irie Insurance pregame show next on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back inside the Bruins Den here, Lions All-Star Basketball 2023. Some of the best of Class A taking on some of the best of Class B. Girls will go first, followed by the boys, both games on your live events. Chase Miller going back through the annals of history for some of the highlight playmakers in this All-Star Series. Chase, who stands out to you in the back of the book?
Well, there's a Wallette that we're going to see later tonight from Turtle Mountain, and Whitney Wallette played on the girls' side for Class A back in 2013. He had a Hannah Bresky from Central Cass. She made her way on her side to North Dakota State to play collegiately at the Division I level. Those are just a couple of players from 2013. Alexi Lennon from West Fargo, a future and now former VCSU Viking. You know, Jared Micklejohn on the Class B boys from Lemoore. Alonji Austin from Four Winds on that side. Tyler Christensen from the Grovers. You add on there A.J. Jacobson from Fargo Shanley made his way to Fargo North. The Paxton Lloyd from Fargo South. The Chase Carpenter from the city of Bridges in Valley City. So it's fun to take a look back, James. And also 1977 was the very first Lions All-Star Basketball Series. The first 4 years were just boys only. In 1981, they added the girls. It's been every year outside of COVID. COVID, like anything else, just kind of wrecked those particular events. So something to kind of fun with these particular programs to go back through. We're going to hear from Mike Hendrickson in the boys basketball game at halftime to talk about the selection process and how these players are nominated to this particular event. And then we're going to hear from Daryl Costain more so about the Lions Club and just kind of the involvement that they have on impact in their local communities. That'll be coming up at halftime of the girls' game. So a lot of fun. If you missed any of the action from yesterday, you can do so by going to your live event. And also want to say tip of the cap to Alan Doctor, the chairman of this particular event for over 4 decades. I believe it was 43 years that he's been the chairman of this event, 43 of the 47. And we'd like to thank Ghislaine as well here on the eastern side of the state. He does a lot of background stuff with us throughout the year, kind of letting us know where games are going to be played if we need anything on our end. So a lot of people to thank, James, but no, it's always a lot of fun to have one more time put the bow on this particular calendar year before golf gets going, by the way, like August 3rd, and the first meet is, just a week later. So we are literally counting down the days until the fall sports season is arriving.
That's just kind of how it works from one to the next here, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Some great moments of history in Lions All-Star Series past. Again, into the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event. We'll talk a little bit more about the player starters tonight and much more on your live event.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights, or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to the Bruins Den here on your live event, the Irie Insurance pregame show. James Barnes, Chase Miller, our producer Joey Hughes, doing a heck of a job making sure we are rocking and rolling. House is slowly filling in for this contest here this evening. As it was last night, the Class B All-Stars in the gold, Uties, purple numbers, purple trim, and the Class A All-Stars in the purple unis with the gold numbers and the white trim. Of course, a lot of these players, they are 1,000-point, 2,000-point scorers, even almost Ellie Braun's sake, almost 2,500-point scorers, and they're going to be competing with each other, a lot of them, especially some connections here on Class B. They've played together at AAU, so they know each other really well, and Chase, I think that team chemistry really helped Class B get the win yesterday.
Well, I'm going to give you credit here, James, because you mentioned about, obviously, the travel ball, but also you said, look at the Class B girls. They wrote their names on the left or the right legs with Sharpie, kind of like if you had the old white shirt that you brought to homecoming, everybody, wrote on Sharpie. They did that with their legs. So Jason Bren just kind of said that just shows you the team chemistry and camaraderie that they have a little bit in this particular game. So it'll be fun to see the Class A side, same thing, whether it's ECI or you're talking about the West with the AAU. There's a number of players that have played together in this particular, maybe not 7 or 8, as you might see on the Class B side that have played some travel basketball. But it's going to be fun to see what this happens. I think one key to the game for Class A is having a better start than what they did yesterday. They had to kind of climb a mountain. At one point, it was 21-7 B midway through that first half. Class A came all the way back to take a lead in the second. So that's going to be, for me, James, one of my keys to victory for Class A. Have a better start. You don't want to get down by double digits one more time and have a lot of work to do in front of you in this contest.
Just to point out a couple of connections there. Thanks, Chase, for the insight on the game here tonight. Of course, they were in a lot of defensive sets right next to each other yesterday. DeConte Smith and Mikhail Heidelbaugh, future Northern State Wolf teammates. It's on the Class B side. Valley City State, boy, they are getting a ton of good products. Ellie Braun, Ellie Powell, both going to VCSU, as is Claire Cotton. So Class B really getting to know each other right out of the get-go here. And on the Class A side, mostly basketball, but some as well track and field. You look at Emily Ash from Dickinson, going to compete in track and field at the University of North Dakota. And you look at some others, Kinnebrew and Fow going to be future teammates at the University of Mary. And you got some geographical outliers as well in Eckroth going to Western Colorado. Quite a good story. I know Chase was talking about that yesterday. So lots of great stories, lots of great advancements in the career, so to speak. Chase, anything else you want to add on that front?
Yeah, just, it's fun to give these opportunities for these girls one more time to showcase their talents. I know, Emily Ash is sending to UND for pole vault. Just as an example, there's someone else that's not going to be playing basketball at a collegiate level, so this is her last time. You go from there to an Olivia Dick, who's also going to, don't mean it to be the UND segment here, but a UND for softball. She's changing in the Thompson Tommy green for the Kelly green for the University of North Dakota, and it's just really fun athletes. It's good to see and good to have a lot of fun here in this particular outcome, and that just makes it a little bit more intriguing, I think, once we get to this time of the year and the last swan song, if you will, for this particular school season.
And we are about to get to the national anthem and the color guard. So again, on this Irie Insurance pregame show. Before you know it, we'll see some scorers come on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. And we'll look for that here again. 20-minute halves. So 20 minutes in the first half, 20 minutes in the second half. And let's see if we got time. And we'll just break right here. We're back with much more, including starting lineups next on your live event.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, GooseRiverGolfClub.com.
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
McGuire's is your Ford, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in Rugby. Hi, this is Zach. Come in today and check out our great selection of new and used vehicles. Plenty to choose from. So give us a call or come in today and see me. McGuire's. Great people, great prices, great products.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
And Joey Wolf from Rugby.
Let's go down to Chase for the starting lineups.
Now introducing the non-starters for Class B girls. From Kidder County, number 4, Kennedy Harder. From Rugby, number 5, Kendall Hager. From West Hope Newburgh, number 10, Ellie Broughton. From Kindred, number 11, Casey Berner. From Bismarck, Shiloh Christian, number 12, Haley Quam. From Bowman County, number 24, Ellie Powell. And from Rugby, number 25, Mikkel Heidelbaum. Now introducing for the Class A, the alternates and non-starters. Alternates, Macy Wielden from Fargo Davies. From Belcourt, number 1, Amaya Gourneau. From Dickinson, number 2, Emily Ash. From Bismarck Century, number 13, Bergen Kennebrew. From Bismarck Legacy, number 22, Alyssa Eckroth. From Jamestown, number 23, Ella Falk. From Bismarck, number 24, Peyton Newmiller. And from Valley City, number 33, Brooke Egermont. Now introducing the starting lineups in alternating order. First of all, for the Class B All-Stars. A 5'10" guard from the Central Cass Squirrels, number 1, Claire Cotton. For the Class A girls, at forward, a 5'9" from the Spartans, Fargo North, number 4, Arden Faulkner. For the Class B All-Stars, a 5'5" guard, a Thompson Tommy, number 2, Olivia Dick. For the Class A All-Stars, at forward, a 6'2" Mustang from West Fargo, Cheyenne, number 5, Maya Metcalf. For the Class B All-Stars, forward at 5'9" from Northern Cass, the Jaguars, number 13, Hallie Crockett. For the Class A All-Stars, a 5'10" forward, the Davies Eagles, number 10, Ashley Watcha. For the Class B All-Stars, at forward, 5'10", Cavalier Tornado, number 14, Rylan Burgess. For the Class A All-Stars, a 5'11" forward, the West Fargo Packers, number 11, Chloe Fowl. And for the Class B All-Stars, a 5'8" forward from the Central Cass Squirrels, number 23, DeConte Smith. And for the Class A All-Stars, at forward at 6'2", West Fargo backer, number 32, Mariley Simon. The assistant coach for the Class B girls, Jason Brand of Thompson. The head coach from the Central Cass Squirrels, Jay Bachman. For the Class A girls, assistant coach Kenyon Wiggenbach from Cheyenne. And the head coach, Kent Replicaner from Grand Forks, Red River.
And there you go. Those are the alternates, non-starters, and starters. Class B and Class A. I believe our officials tonight, Alicia Hoy, Dana Cutter, and Jeremiah Hinkemeyer. Officials for tonight's contest. Class B All-Stars in the golds going right to left. And Class A in the purple is going left to right. Hoy puts it up in the air, and Class B wins the tip. Let's play ball for the second time in the Lions All-Star Series 2023. DeConte Smith Top of the key, Central Cast Squirrel pops it up. 20 feet away, missed the shot in and out, and rebound taken now by Class A. Bringing up the floor, here's foul. West Fargo Packer travels. Turnover off the bat, 19:40 to go into the opening half here on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Thunder Seed first in the field with 4 generations, 3 farm families, and on-strong seed development company. Your farm is always first with Thunder Seed. Smith handles for Class B, bouncing it to Olivia Dick, just short. Future UND softball player picks it back up. Hustle it left side. Looking to go up and under Rylan Burgess. Just off the mark. And back comes Class A. Faulkner, a Fargo North Spartan, on the right wing. Drops it off here down to Foul. Foul moves to the left and drops it off here now for Wacha from Fargo Davies. Going to give it to Mariley Simon. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Class A.
Good job on the way there, James, too, by DeConte Smith. We saw that a lot yesterday with the post players for A fronting, trying to make it difficult on that up and over pass, and that's what they're going to do a ton of tonight for the rest of this contest.
Inbound baseline left here for Wacha. Gets it into Foul in the corner. Foul drives baseline, drops it off, wide open in the paint, puts it in. That's Wacha with the first bucket of the game for Class A, 2-0. 18:45 here left in the opening half. Claire Cotton, their Central Cast Squirrel, Future Valley City State Viking. Whips it around through Burgess, and now Crockett for 3. Oh, a little off the mark that time. It goes back to Class A. It'll be Metcalf inbound. No pressure here right out of the gate. As Class A looks to snap a 3-game losing streak here in this series to Class B. Foul. Now Metcalf, Faulkner in the corner. Now Simon, top of the key, drops it off here now to Foul. Simon looking for a post up. Faulkner gets it back. Simon gets it back now and draws the foul.
Really good patient offense, and that's something we didn't see a ton of yesterday. Was just a clean pass and really no help on Mariley with the foul coming across here on Class B. Just a quick little action. She had DeConte Smith on her hip and able to go up strong and kill heck the foul there.
Riley Simon at the free throw line for 2 shots. First is missed, and score remains 2-0. Again, Class B was the one to get out in front last night. So far, Class A with the slight edge here at Fargo South.
And you have Miss Crockett with the foul, so that'll be her first for Northern Cass.
Simon makes the second of 2, 3-0. Class A with the early going. Smith lost it. Turnover. And taken by Foul. Foul tries to thread the needle, but Claire Cotton says access denied.
And as we mentioned, James, a better start for Class A here in game number 2 than what we saw last night in the capital city.
Inbound here, baseline right for Wacha. Zips it to Faulkner, left corner 3. Kaboom! That one was going out, and a 6-0 run to start for Class A. Olivia Dick up the floor quick for Class B. Burgess fighting her way to the cup. Nice move up and under. Just missed off the left side of the rim. And taken now by the Class A All-Stars. Up ahead to Wacha. Driving baseline. Rifles it right side now to Metcalf. No foul. Drops it down inside for Simon. Taken away there by Burgess. Bumped a little bit by Faulkner, but no call. Burgess drops it off now for Cotton. And on the corner, Crockett, Northern Cass Jaguar, all-time leading scorer. Crockett lost it for a moment. Dangling on that half-court line. Gets it back on the right side and drops it off for DeConte Smith with a dozen on the shot clock. Smith, top of the key, steps into a 3. Kaboom! DeConte Smith cuts the lead in half, 6-3.
Well, 3 apiece so far. 1 for the future Lake Region State product and Faulkner for Class A, and the future Northern State Wolf right there for Class B and Smith.
A little bit of trouble there for Class A. They recover with Metcalf for 3. Ooh, just off the lip of the iron. And it's going back to Class B.
Yeah, Ashley Wacha trying to get the offensive rebound. Just out of position, trying to get that offensive board, so she'll pick up the first foul of the game here for Class A.
Platoon change here for Class A. It's Emily Ash, Brooke Egermont, Alyssa Eckroth in there, as well as Peyton Newmiller and Bergen Kinnebrew on for Class A. Class B All-Stars drops it into Crockett. Now out Olivia Dick for 3. Short that time. Smith tried to save it, and it goes to Brooke Egermont, the Valley City Highliner. Gives it to Emily Ash. Talked about her in the pregame, future UND pole vaulter. Ash continues to handle the rock. Around the horn, right side now, Eckroth. Moves into the paint, kick out, left corner for Ash. Nice ball fake, off the box and in for Emily Ash. Sorry, Chase, go ahead.
I was going to say, Ash, we saw it yesterday. Just a quick little, put you to sleep, jab step, and once she hits the floor, she goes 0 to 100 quickly.
Dakota Smith, speaking of 0 to 100, can't quite finish the job there, and it's taken now by Kinnebrew. Led the floor and won that time. Led the floor last night. 22 points for her. Basket will count. The foul is going to go against Crockett.
That'll be a tough one on Crockett. She played with some foul trouble yesterday, and she'll play with some foul trouble again. But Bergen Kinnebrew right on the spot, James. She had that magnet, if you will, to the rim a ton yesterday, and we saw it in Bismarck, and we see it early. And by the way, nice filing crowd, almost standing room only again, this time on the eastern side of the state.
Kinnebrew completes the old-fashioned three-point play, and just like that, it's an 11-3 lead for Class A. But Class A knows that, well, Class B had a big lead, and then Class A came right back. As Bruner from Kindred missed the shot in a platoon change, it's Bruner, Hager, Broughton, Powell, and missing one. I believe that's Harder from Kidder County in for Class B. Little scrum there for the ball. Class A gets it back. It's Ash in the corner. Broughton pesters her on the corner, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, and Casey Berner from the Kindred Vikings on the floor, and she was part of that state championship team 2 years ago for the Kindred Vikings with head coach Sam Brand out there, one of the senior leaders for the Vikings.
Inbound and a foul, and I believe Berner's going to pick that one up, and it'll stay with Class A. 15:23 to go, 11-3 our score on the Thunder Seed scoreboard in favor of Class A. Ash to inbound, baseline left. Gets it into Kinnebrew. Poked out of bounds and nearly took a fan's head off that time from Harder.
The one thing about Bismarck High and Fargo South, if you're opposite of the benches, you better be ready to hold your drink and your popcorn. That water bottle could go flying really quickly.
Here Class A controls. Egermont near the top of the key. Right side now for Ash. Drives up and under. Blocked partially. Lead by Harder. Kidder County Wolf drops it off for Ellie Broughton and poked from behind. Ash to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew with Eckroth with her. Layup and one. Another and one opportunity for Bergen Kinnebrew. And Chase, she's picking up right where she left off last night.
I'll tell you who's smiling right now. That's Rick Newman from University of Mary going, hey, I like what I see by the future Marauder here. Hooking her way to the paint one more time and has another chance at the three-point opportunity.
Hooking her way to the paint. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm. Got to have a play on words on the second day of the Lions All-Star Series.
14-3 as Class B looking for an answer here. Ellie Broughton, the Westover Newburgh Sioux, controlling the rock. 17 points away from 2,500 for her outstanding career. The future Valley City State Viking turns it over to Ash. Broughton poked it away, but got to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew drives, baseline, up and under. It's just off the mark. Rebound now Harder. Broughton, ahead, Hager. Rugby Panther, team leader in 3 points scored this season, as that's a foul drawn. And it's going to go against Ash.
Right now, Class A just needs something, and Jay Bachman, he's going to have a timeout here, James. They need something to stem the tide.
14-3, Class A leads in Lions All-Star Series Day 2. We're back next on your live event.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
And coming out of a Bank North timeout, it's 14-3. Class A with the lead over Class B right now. The only scorer for Class B is Dakota Smith with a three-pointer. Otherwise, Bergen Kinnebrew has 6. Arden Faulkner with 3. Ashley Watch and Emily Ash with 2 each. And Riley Simon with 1. Class A is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Class B has not been there yet. 14:28 remains on the clock here in the first half. See if Class B coaching staff, what they drew up out of the timeouts. Going a little box formation here. Inbound baseline left for Broughton. Looking, drops it in, and gets it back. Broughton for three. Kaboom! Melly Broughton just with the doctor order that time. And Broughton nearly with a steal on the other end. This is Newmiller controls. Eckroth near the top of the key. Tries to find an opening, and that's deflected out of bounds again by Harder. It's no secret, Chase, that Harder can jump really well into the flow of the game.
Yeah, without question, a really good track and field athlete, and also a really good timeout by Class B and that coaching staff with Coach Bachman to draw up an open play for Broughton to get that three.
There's Harder jumping in there again for the steal. Class B's got it back. Here's Hager, 20-footer on the left side. Drops in. Kendall Hager's first points of the series. It's now 14-8, and just like that, a 5-0 run for Class B.
Love the soft rims here at Fargo South.
We tested them out earlier. Here's Eckroth for Class A. Eckroth, jumper, miss. Rebound Harder. Once again in the right place at the right time. Class B starting to get into some rhythm here. Dropped off into Ellie Powell. The Bowman County Bulldog charges to the cup. Missed the shot, but Jeremiah Hinkemeyer calls the foul, and that will go against Egermont.
First free throw opportunities here for Class B, but as you mentioned, James, after that timeout here in the last minute and 20 seconds of play, it's been all Class B able to get a couple of good defensive stops. Harder got her a couple of deflections here so far, and now all of a sudden you hit a three, you see something go through the cylinder, and that can just be the boost and the medicine, so to speak, that Class B needed.
First one is made, and the second one is on the way and good as well. So a little 10-0 run for Class B. Just what they needed to get it back in this one. A little full court press being employed by Class B, and it does lead to a turnover. Harder again. Kennedy Harder right now, the defensive player of the game.
4 turnovers apiece, and yeah, Harder is making an early case on who he might be talking with a little bit later on here tonight.
Broughton, Steph Curry, three, in and out. Rebound, snagged by Kinnebrew. Looking to push the pace. Here comes Class A. Eckroth drives, baseline, up and over. Hager, but missed the shot. Harder again with another rebound.
I got her down for 3. She might have double digits by the time we get done.
Harder, skip pass over to Hager, left side. Now Broughton. Emily Ash all over her. Broughton breezes by her anyway and draws the foul. She'll get 2 shots at the line.
Just as we were talking about with Ash earlier, one thing with Broughton, yeah, she's one of the smallest players on the court every time she goes out, but that first step, James, that little rocker step, and once she gets a little bit by you, you're not winning that sprint to the rim.
First shot is up and good. Of course, Broughton, a multi-sport athlete, even sometimes doing 2 sports at the same time with golf and volleyball, softball, of course, basketball, track and field. She'll give anything a try, really. 14-11 with that made free throw there on the Thunder Seat scoreboard. Broughton's second is up, and it's doinked, but a rebound. Broughton finds her way to it. Chucks it. Hager steps into the lane. Jumper is missed. Rebound up for grabs, and coming away with it here is Class A. There is Ella Falk from Jamestown. Faulkner. Now Falk looking inside from Riley Simon, who's back on the floor. Falk for 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Nobody there to grab it except for foul. And Class B gets it back here now. Broughton up ahead. Burner. Broughton rifles it inside. Ellie Powell in the right place at the right time. 14-13, a 10-0 run for Class B.
And Class A hasn't scored since the 14:53 mark, and a really good flex cut by Powell to get open, put her hands up there, James, to get the 2 points.
Dozen minutes on the clock here in the opening half. A 1-point game, which at one point, it was an 8-point lead for Class A. 3 on the way. Off the mark there that time, and taken by Class B. Watch this shot miss, and Broughton has it now. Harder, left side, cross court, Burner. Nice post up for Powell. She's there again. And Class B with the lead. And that'll force just a substitution timeout here.
One thing we saw a ton of yesterday in Bismarck, and rightfully so, James, those substitution timeouts, just to make sure that the girls get the most playing time, for those that are sitting on the sidelines. If they go up and down about 2-3 times in a row and there's not a stoppage, the official will tie their shoe politely to get someone on the floor.
Faulkner for Class A. Faulkner for 3, as that's missed. Faulkner, Simon, Wacha among those on the floor for Class A. It's Mikkel Heidelbaugh on the floor for the first time tonight for Class B. 3 for Burgess is missed. And the rebound taken there that time by Wacha. Wacha, foul now. Simon for teammate, and we get a whistle and a arm bar going against Class A.
And Riley Simon was just trying to clear out Quam, and all of a sudden you look up, it's a good chunk of fouls going for both players and both particular teams, but right calls, there's enough of the body contact, as we mentioned yesterday. The refs want to allow this game to be played, but if there's enough of a foul, they're going to blow their whistle.
Mikkel Heidelbaugh, the single-season all-time leaders in Rugby Panther girls basketball history for points scored. There's Burgess now from Cavalier. Olivia Dick feeds Haley Quam inside. The Shiloh Christian Skyhawk just off the mark. And taken back by Class A. Here's Falk. And Falk, Simon, foul. Wacha and Faulkner. Faulkner with it to the corner. Left 3. Kaboom! For Arden Faulkner's second made triple of the game. And the Class A regains the lead, 17-15. 3 on the other end for Cotton, in and out, and fight for the rebound. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Class A.
Yeah, Ella Falk right there just got a run into by Heidelbaugh, and I mean run into by a good way, right? You're both going up for the basketball at the same time, and sometimes there's collisions in basketball.
A little bit slowing down here, at least on this possession. Faulkner. Simon inside for foul. They change places here from their usual spots on the floor offensively. But a bit shot that time as Heidelbaugh with the rebound. Cotton. Olivia Dick. Aside for the Thompson. Tommy looking for Heidelbaugh. It's taken away here now by Falk. The Jamestown Blue Jay takes it up for Class A. Riley Simon waits for Quam to get by her. And it's going to be a whistle on the floor for the shot. It's going to go against Quam. It's her first. 9:44 to go in the opening half. 17-15, Class A.
Yeah, 5 minutes, James. Just 3 points by that Faulkner triple. That's all that Class A's gotten in the last 5 minutes.
Ooh, tough break there. It's a one-on-one. Faulkner stands her ground. Forced a tough shot from Burgess. Great stand-up play by Faulkner. Gives it back to Class A. Drops it off inside for Simon and puts it up and in. Riley Simon with her first field goal of the contest.
Her other teammate, Chloe Fowle, how are you with 3 rebounds on the other side there, James, to get that little transition bucket.
Heidelbaugh in the paint for Class B. Kicks it back out to Olivia Dick. Now Heidelbaugh working on Falk. Heidelbaugh breezes past and one. Mikkel Heidelbaugh, the future Northern State Wolf, along with DeConte Smith. Gets the bucket to go, and the foul's going to go on Simon.
You talk about Heidelbaugh, someone here for Class B, and always fun to say, there's future teammates that are going to play each other, but with each other, but also future roommates in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Always fun story. And when interviewing both of them, they were both pretty excited to be roommates coming up here in a month, James.
Heidelbaugh completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Heidelbaugh learning a lot from head coach Jen Brozart and the Rugby Panthers. 19-18, lead down to 1 for Class A. Looking to go inside. There is Newmiller finding Kinnebrew. Flips it up, missed the shot, rebound by Metcalf. Fresh shot clock there for Class A. Kinnebrew working on Heidelbaugh. Kinnebrew in the lane, missed it, rebound. Heidelbaugh rips it away, jump ball first. Either way, it goes to Class B.
And I like what you've been able to see, though, by Kinnebrew. Good backdoor on the flex cut there, able to move the offense a little bit. Just seems like when she's on the floor, Class A has a little more spark right now, James, so far in this first half.
And here's Cotton. Back up for Class B. Heidelbaugh zips it right side for Burgess. Lost it, got it back. Heidelbaugh Now Olivia Dick moves to the top of the key with 9 on the shot clock. Burgess, the Cavalier tornado spinning her way in there. Quam, as the shot clock winds down, Haley Quam on the board there for Class B. 20-19, back in fourth we go. Here's Emily Ash. Ooh, throws that one out of bounds, and it'll go back to Class B. Substitution timeout will come on here now for Hager, Harder, Smith, Crockett, and Powell back on for Class B.
8 turnovers for Class A, 5 so far for Class B. Part of the reason why it's been so close in this one, but Class B's done a good job, James, after being down by double digits, 11 to work back to take this advantage.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the opening half. Another competitive game, which is what we love to see here. As knocked out of bounds, Harder knocked it off of Kidabrew, and it'll stay Class B basketball. Inbound is DeConte Smith. Again, a pretty full crowd here at the Bruins Den. For the boys' game to follow. Of course, both games on your live event. At the top of the key here. Smith drives inside. Long jumper is missed by Crockett. Smith keeps the dribble alive. Flips it back out to Crockett. Crockett step back three. Toinks off the back of the iron and taken now by Metcalf. Ash up ahead for Class A in the corner for three. Kidabrew is short right side, and rebound there now by Smith. Conte Smith zips it up ahead to Harder. Wasn't quite expecting that. And the steal now by Kidabrew. Back and forth we go here. Good pace of play as Kidabrew falls to the floor but keeps the dribble alive. Egermont gets the touch inside. Kick it back out. Kidabrew. Ash. Ball fake. Drops it back off to Kidabrew, directing traffic. Metcalf, Ash wasn't looking for it, got it in time. 7 on the shot clock here. Newmiller got to go to work. 5 and 4, 3. Turn around again. 1 on the clock. Metcalf didn't hit the rim. Shot clock violation. Great defense for Class B.
Yeah, just not in unison where it was Class A that time either. You kind of heard Bergen and Kidabrew wanting to swing it, and I think Kent Ripplinger wants a timeout here, James.
20-19, Class B leads on your live event.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
And out of this Bank North timeout, West Fargo coach Mike Benson in and out of the program here. 20-19, Class B with the 1-point lead over Class A, looking to make it 4 in a row. They swept the series last year, looking to sweep it again this year. Conte Smith brings it up in the gold unis, right to left. Hager, Kendall Hager from Rugby. Bounce it left side now, Kennedy Harder. Kidder County Wolf picks up her dribble and somehow finds its way to the Bowman County Bulldog, Ellie Powell. Powell, spot shot is good for Powell. She's up to 6 points on the contest, actually 8 points on the contest, 22-19.
Yeah, leading score right now here from Bowman County. She's got a long drive back to the western side of the state after tonight.
Class A controls down by 3. Egermont, top of the key. Drops it off here now for Ash. 3 on the way. In and out. Nice box out there for Smith, who picks up the rebound. Smith, Harder. Cross-court pass intercepted by Bergen Kidabrew. Kidabrew layup is good there for the Century Patriot. 22-21. Smith. Oh, man. Throwing all kinds of weight around there. As everybody falling to the floor now, and after all that, it's out of bounds. It'll go to Class A.
Yeah, 8th turnover now for both teams, and a chance to get some new subs in. Going back to Kidabrew, though, we mentioned Powell with a lead high for B. Kidabrew the same for A, currently with 7 points. That's her first field goal, James, without having to worry about an and-one situation.
22-21. Class A looking to take the lead here. Once again, Dakota Smith picks the pocket of Falk. Smith, layup is good. Dakota Smith now up to 5 points of the game, 24-21. Yesterday it was 36-32 at the half. And Bismarck, 3 of the way for foul. Just off the mark right side. Riley Simon with the rebound. Foul. Jumper is good. Coach Benson liking what he's seeing there.
A little assist from the Packer to another Packer to finish it off.
Smith going to work. Just a little long. Crockett with the putback missed and ripped away by Wacha. The Davies Eagle looking to fly ahead. Now with Eckroth. Looking for Simon and intercepted by Smith. A 2-on-1. Smith's got Crockett with her. Smith takes it herself. Missed it. Taken back by Falk. 4.5 to go in the opening half. Eckroth for 3. Just off the mark long there for the Legacy Sabre. 24-23. Class B holds on to the lead as Dakota Smith slows it down. Smith dropped off now. Hager. Hager inside for Crockett, and that's going to be deflected, or it's going to be a foul, actually. It's going to go against Falk from Jamestown.
Falk there just got her hand caught as she came down, got enough of Crockett on the wrist, so Hallie gets an opportunity to get a couple free throw attempts here for the future University of Jamestown Jimmy product. Going to be playing in the G-Pack coming up here in the fall.
So Crockett here with the 1-and-1. And missed it short. Quam snags it back. Crockett gets another chance, and she will connect that time. 24-23. Simon misses it short right. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor Class B.
Class A will handle it here on the 50-50.
3:52 to go here in the opening half. Inbound, Kinnebrew for 3. A little off the mark. Broughton will take it. Now 26-23, that's why I thought score was a little bit off. Now it's corrected. It's Claire Cotton for 3. Kaboom on a rattle. The Central Cast Squirrel finding a proverbial nut there. 29-23. Inside, Simon. Riley Simon now a couple of field goals for the West Fargo Packer. 29-25. It's thrown out of bounds for Class B. Class A gets it back.
I was going to say that was the largest lead for Class B. They've been behind right off the shoot, 11 points, and they regained the advantage, got it up by a couple of possessions right there. But this one, James turned into a pretty good first half and competitive between these two clubs.
Great basketball going on right now as Kinnebrew looking to find foul. And foul, I don't think unintentionally takes Broughton down to the ground. I guess if she can't have it, you can't either.
Yeah, Riley Simon right there going up on the interior there with Broughton. That was a little versus a big, and, well, you could say the little probably won that battle.
Simon gets the inbound, turn around, and falls to the floor. Missed the shot. She'll go to the line, and the foul will go against Berner. And Simon at the line for 2. 1 for 2 at the line here so far tonight. Simon's first is missed short.
Miss basketball finalist for Riley Simon, part of that West Fargo Packer team that finally got over the hump. It was 4 or 5 years in a row where they were in the state qualifying game at the EDC tournament and lost, and were so close of getting there. And finally this year they got back to state, able to play up to that semifinal round.
Simon puts it in to cut the lead to 3, 29-26. Broughton kick out. Heidelbach for 3. In and out. Cotton wrestles it down for the rebound. Jump ball. Class B maintains possession. Whoa. Beg your pardon. Class A will get possession. 3:01 remains here in the opening half. 29-26 Class B on the Thunder Seat scoreboard. Eckroth. Now for Class A, Kinnebrew. Back to Simon near the top of the key. Falk, 3 on the way. Dies off the back of the rim. Up for grabs. Heidelbach takes it. Back for Class B. Broughton sneaks ahead on the right side. Berner. Kindred Viking gets it back to Broughton. Cotton for three again. Not quite there that time, and goes back to Class A.
Nearly scraped the ceiling here. That was very rainbow-esque by Claire Cotton, and you mentioned it earlier on the pregame show, James, another VCSU women's basketball commit that's going to be staying in the state of North Dakota here.
Emily Ash brings it up for Class A. Right side, Simon. Backdoor cut from Metcalf, spotted all the way from Cotton, knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Class A.
Well, Class A just came out of the chute, James, 14-3, and since then Class B's done a really good job of just being pesky, just being annoying defensively.
Simon with the inbound, and one opportunity once again from Riley Simon.
Good job by Simon, and that's where she lived for so many years for the West Fargo Packers in that 5 to 10 feet. Just a little cross-screen action. She gave her a sliver to get the ball into her hands, and she knew what to do with it.
Simon, just in and out on the three-point play. Comes from a long line of great West Fargo Lady Packer post players. Certainly quite a legacy there. As that's an interception. Up ahead, Ash kept it alive momentarily. Fight to the floor. Jump ball, and it should go back to Class B.
I think we've had a little more jump ball action here tonight in the girls' game than what we did in the entirety of the girls' game yesterday, James.
I would certainly like it if all levels went back to what the NBA does now and actually jumps it after jump ball, but it might take a little extra time. Quam. Haley Quam, nice move to the cut, missed it just short, and save there for Class A. 29-28, Class B holding on to a 1-point lead. Left side for Kinnebrew. Simon. Oh, nice cut for foul. I think they've practiced that a few times as foul with her second bucket of the half, 30-29.
Slice and dice right there.
Broughton looking to slice and dice her way into the paint. Turn around off the box and in for Ellie Broughton. 5 points on the night. Lead back to Class B. Ash. In this back and forth contest. Looking to drive inside here. Up and under, shovels it in to Kinnebrew from foul. Kinnebrew gets a little bump, and she'll go to the free throw line there for 2 shots. Bergen Kinnebrew, team leader last night for Class A in the loss to Class B. 6 points for Kinnebrew, a couple of old-fashioned three-point plays here. She's got 2 shots here. First shot is up, and it is good. Eckroth will check in here from Riley Simon. 64 seconds left on the clock. Century Patriots get another chance here, and she connects. 2 for 2 that time. 32-31, Class A back in front. Cotton, baseline, looking for help. Broughton now, cross-court pass, Burner. Now Cotton again. Into Heidelbaugh, hooks it back. Burner will try the 3, short. Rebound easily taken there by Metcalf. And Metcalf, the Cheyenne Mustang. Kinnebrew pestered there by Quam. Eckroth now, 14-second differential between shot and game clock. Nice find to Metcalf, her first bucket of the game. Class A, 34-31. Shot clock, game clock about spot on. Cross court, Quam snags it. Quam drops it off for Braun. Braun breezes in the lane. Euro steps her way to 2 shots at the free throw line with 17.1. Don't forget, Chase Miller will have a halftime interview there, as we'll have stats and analysis as well. So stay tuned for our halftime comments here on your live event for Lions All-Star Basketball. Ellie Broughton, first shot at the line is up and good. There's one left in the Broughton family. Walker Broughton, Ellie's younger brother. Pretty good in his own rights. Been fun to see the Broughton family play so well at West Hope Newburgh. As that's missed on the left-hand side. 13 seconds left. Now 10, 9, 8. Kinnebrew into the lane. Good layup there for Bergen Kinnebrew. 36-32 at the horn. Off the mark there that time for Broughton. At the end of the first half, wouldn't you know it, we have the same score. It's just flipped. Class A with the lead this time instead of Class B at the end of the first half. Class A 36, Class B 32. We've got much more on halftime next on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
And welcome back to the Bruins Den here, halftime of the girls Lions All-Star Basketball Series second contest, 36-32 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Thunder Seed, they put their crop in every spring, take it off every fall, just like you. They would never sell you seed before testing it in their own fields first. Thunder Seed first in the field. Check out their website at thunderseed.com. End of the half, 36-32. The lead belongs to Class A. Class B got out, Class A got out in front right away. Had a 14-3 lead at one point. Class B came back to take a lead of their own, and it's been back and forth game ever since. Unofficial points leaders here at the end of the first half. Ellie Powell leading Class B with 8 points. Ellie Broughton with 6. Conte Smith here with 5. Bergen Kinnebrew leading Class A with 12 points at the end of the first half. 8 from Riley Simon and 6 for Arden Faulkner. And let's take it down to Chase Miller. Now, and we'll take it down to Chase Miller. Sorry about that. We'll take it down to Chase Miller with our halftime interview next after a break.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
From the opening kickoff and first pitch to the final whistle and finish line, no matter the season, Rugby Insurance Agency is there to support and celebrate our student athletes. The names and faces may change from year to year, but what never changes is the need to protect the things you value most. We hope you consider us when choosing your insurance team. Stop by and meet the members of our team, Amanda, Chad, and me, Keith. Rugby Insurance Agency, your insurance players of the game. 776-6980.
And back here to the Bruins Den, 36-32 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Class A leads Class B in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series girls contest. Throw it down to Chase Miller for a halftime interview.
Thank you very much, James. Joining us now, a Lions Club member in his own right here on the eastern half of the state. That is Daryl Costain. And Daryl, first and foremost, really great crowd last night in the capital city and standing room only as well here on the eastern side of the state. I think the Lions members know how to spread the good word of basketball in North Dakota, Daryl.
It has been a great week for Lions basketball. I was at the game last night. Good crowd. The kids played unbelievable. So I think some of the officials forgot their whistles, but it was a fun night.
Let's talk about the Lions. If someone's new to the area, maybe they don't see what Lions does behind the scenes in terms of Lions Club members. What is the motto? What is everything about the Lions Club just in general across the state of North Dakota?
Well, first and foremost, our motto is we serve. We're in every community in the Fargo-Moorhead area. We have 102 clubs in North Dakota, 51 in this half and 54 in the other half. And they're all working towards making our communities a better place to live and flourish. And this is a good indication that this is great exposure for our Lions clubs.
I was a former Fargo Shanley Deacon, and we were called to serve, and I feel like that's very similar to Lions, right? Whether it might be a picnic table, maybe it's something at a park, or maybe it just might be for a different community member organization. Really, the Lions have their claws, pun intended, in a number of things across the state of North Dakota here, Daryl.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that our club does is we do eye screenings for young kids. We did 3,200 students in West Fargo this year, and about 10% of them need to see an eye doctor, and they wouldn't have done that had we not screened them. And that's a feel-good thing for me.
So if someone wants to know more about Lions Club members, if they want to maybe be part of a Lions Club, come to a local luncheon across the state, what is the best way to go about it? Is just finding a local member in their respective community and saying, hey, can I get more? Is that the best way, Daryl?
Yes. We have a very active Facebook page and web page, Fargo Gateway Lions, and the telephone numbers. And I don't encourage anybody to just say, I'm going to join today. Come and see what we do, see what we do with the communities we serve in. And like I said, the 52 other clubs in North Dakota on this half of the state, they're all helping somebody in their community.
We were talking about the 2013, already 10 years ago, and A.J. Jacobson was on that Lions All-Star Club team. What has been one or two of your favorite memories, whether it's the game itself, maybe the practices that come in together on Friday that lead into some of the events that you take them to a Thunder Road or a Red Hawks game or some of the attractions on the eastern half, Raging Rivers, in the Bismarck-Mandan area. What are some of the fun things that you have been involved with, Daryl, that you like the most about this event?
Tater tot hot dish. We took the boys to the Sons of Norway on Friday night, and they said, we're having tater tot hot dish. Every one of them, I think, had 2 or 3 helpings. It was a lot of fun, but probably one of my fondest memories was last year at Davies. It was 95-91. Class B was winning, and a gentleman from Class A lunged one from 3/4 that swished 95-94. What an entertaining game.
Okay, the real question is, tater tot hot dish, do you make it yourself, and what's the special ingredient from your family with tater tot hot dish, Daryl?
Well, this one is signature with green beans. I like a mixed vegetable myself. There's 100 different ways, but the boys really like, and the red Jell-O. They love their red Jell-O.
You're making me really hungry right now. All right, last thing, Daryl, one more time. If people want to get more information on their local Lions Club chapters, how can they do so?
It's easy to do. Just go to our website. Most of them have websites. If you go to the North Dakota website, it'll list all of the clubs. A lot of times, if you're from rural North Dakota, you know there's a Lions Club because they're in the community and they've got a logo probably on the park, on a park bench, or they're out there.
Daryl, thanks so much for your time. Pleasure to see you again, and let's enjoy some more basketball.
Oh boy, this is going to be a good night.
Daryl Costain again with us here from the Lions Club. Thank you so much for joining us here, Daryl. James, let's toss it back up to you.
Thanks, Chase. And everybody's got their recipe for tater tot hot dish, but I'll hold the green beans, thanks. 36-32, Class A with the lead over Class B on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. We're back for the second half on your live event next.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
And back to the Bruins Den here at halftime, 36-32 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Good crowd going on right now. Lots of cheering going on behind us as Class A comes back to the floor. And Chase Miller, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, fun, entertaining first half. I think right now Bergen, Kidabrew, and Riley Simon, they've combined for 20 points. Kidabrew with a couple of rebounds. Maya Metcalf and Chloe Fowl with 4 apiece for Class A. The A All-Stars with 10 turnovers in the first half. The B All-Stars with 10 as well. Their rebounding machines, Horder with 3, DeConte Smith with 3 respectively, them for Class B. And, neither team really has done it in terms of 5 threes for one team, 1 for the other, or, 7 made free throws for one and only 1 for the other. Been very well balanced, kind of what you would expect the second time you play. And also, Class A has that little, maybe you could say, a little extra reasoning why they should hopefully try to win. They don't want to get swept here. They want to go out on top. On the upper side here for Class B, you can kind of put an exclamation point a little bit on the final time that it is A versus B to come out on top and maybe find a way to pick up a win. So my biggest thing is, obviously, Kiddabrew's been number 1 for Class A. Who can be that second? Who can be that third kind of player offensively? On the B side, any one of the particular players can get going, but I was really impressed with by Ellie Powell, the Bowman County Bulldog, in that first half, James, particularly around the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at, you mentioned Kiddabrew's number 1. Simon looks to be number 2 right now, but it's pretty balanced after that. Melissa Eckroth was having some nice moments yesterday. I'd like to maybe see if they can get her involved and Falk in the second half. And for the Class B side, Rylan Burgess has no points yet in the contest. Kennedy Harder's been great on defense, but that transfer on the offense. And Olivia Dick hasn't really had a lot of opportunities as well. So see if they can get her involved and get her some space and get her some threes. And we'll see if that happens in the second half. We'll take one more break and be back for the second half next on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And back to the Bruins Den here on your live event. Second half about ready to get started. 36-32 on that Thunder Seat scoreboard. Class A All-Stars in the purple jerseys. Blue. Gold. Oh, let's try that again. Gold numbers and gold letters outlined in white. And for the Class B All-Stars, gold uniforms, purple numbers outlined in gold as well. For Class B, it'll be Smith, Dick, And it'll be Crockett, Burgess, and Harder on the floor to start. And then for Class A, it's going to be Eckroth, Falk, Egremont, and Foul, and Watcha. Start for Class A. Class A gets the ball to start, 36-32, again 20-minute halves. One more half to go in Class B versus Class A girls basketball action of this Lions All-Star Series. Space for Watcha. That ball will be knocked off the back of the iron, and Dakota Smith picks it up with a full head of steam. Smith, kick out of the corner. Burgess for three. Kaboom! Ryland Burgess was big behind the arc yesterday in the win for Class B, and she gets her first of the game there, 36-35.
Just going to say, I don't think that's fair there. She needs to get some more triples after yesterday's shooting prowess.
Foul with a nice answer for Class A. Smith dropped it off. Olivia Dick for three. Just off the mark left side. Snagged there by Foul. Foul, outlet pass. Intercepted by Olivia Dick. She passed it to herself and then bounced it to Crockett, but wiped out by Watcha. Boy, it was about 17 plays that time, Chase Miller.
Yeah, Ashley Watcha from Fargo Davies. You know, that twin, that sister connection, you know, from a couple years ago with Riley Watcha playing in this series. Now, Ashley, fun to see.
Inbound to Crockett, missed it, but Harder does get on the offensive end, so they're able to get to Harder and Burgess going here now. That's good for Class B. It's 38-37.
5 rebounds for Harder, James. She's going to be knocking on the door, I believe, of that double-digit mark by the time we're done.
Looking to get inside and bounced it back out. There was Falk. Round the horn, left side, Eckroth. Eckroth picks up, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Class B.
Tough one right there, but back-to-back halves where Class A really came out on a pretty good note, I would say, overall in the first 90 seconds compared to what we saw yesterday in Bismarck.
How even these two teams were. I mentioned it at the break. 36-32, same halftime score, except Class A with the lead this time. Smith has it for Class B, lowers the shoulder. It's going to be a blocking foul, though. And Eckroth goes to the floor and takes the foul.
Basket's good on the continuation as well, so an and-one opportunity here for Dakota Smith.
Looking to extend the now lead here for Class B, and it's good. So 40-38. Score here on the Thunder Seat scoreboard. And knocked out of bounds by Olivia Dick. It'll stay Class A.
After the crowds we saw in Bismarck and the crowd we're seeing here in Fargo, they might need to go to some collegiate venues, I think, in the state here, James. Not to say that Bismarck High or Fargo South are small gyms by any means, just fans are coming out in droves here.
Inbound, foul, looking inside for Egremont. Fight for the ball, another jump ball again. It'll stay Class A this time. And don't forget, we got the boys contest to follow here. 18:03 left in regulation, at least. See if we can maybe squeeze in an overtime here in Lions All-Star 2023. Eckroth inbound for three. Kaboom! Alyssa Eckroth gets on the board, and maybe that's the broadcasters' jinx working in their favor. Almost all the players we mentioned have gotten some impact here in the second half. Burgess from Cavalier missed the shot. Here comes foul, the West Fargo Packer. Drops off for Eckroth from Legacy. And a foul on a three-point shot. That's the second time this series. First time in the girls' games we've had that. We had one in the boys' game last night. And Alyssa Eckroth, we'll see if she can make it 6 straight points.
And Dakota Smith is going to pick up the foul there just on the box out, so that'll be Dakonte's first of the contest. And Alyssa Eckroth, very proud to be heading to play in the Division II landscape. We would maybe hear more of the RMAC, I think, in the Dickinson, Williston, Watford City area. But even in Bismarck High, for someone like an Adam Jacobson to take, the NSIC with Minot, UMary, MSUM in the backyard there, James, to take someone out to Colorado, that's a pretty good recruit going out there.
Third shot is good. First shot was good. Second shot missed at 43-40. 17:35 to go here in the opening half. Step back three for Burgess. And Dies off the rim, rebound, put back is good for Hadley Crockett. Had one bucket in the first half. There's a second one here for the game. It's now 43-42. Right side here for Falk, and Falk is short that time. Rebound there for Harder. Up ahead, Burgess, now Smith. Picks up her dribble. Right side now for Burgess. Right elbow jumpers, missed short. And the rebound there to Eckroth.
Eckroth really having an impactful 60 seconds. And as I say that to Conte Smith, and you got to see it from where the official was, trailing the play, how it came across. But Alyssa Eckroth has really been a difference maker for Class A so far in the second half, James.
Yeah, she's been must have been talked to by the coaching staff. You need to get going, and she's certainly done that. Eckroth inbounds with some full court pressure. Foul will bring it up here for Class A, 43-42. Class A holding on to the 1-point lead. Right side, and foul's on the floor. Class A maintains possession. It'll go there against Crockett.
And Crockett just on the help, couldn't slide over, just came across a little bit to play the defense there. Now Class A will see where they can find maybe an easy bucket.
Inbound, deflected away. Smith on a 4-on-2. Drops it off for missed shot there by Burgess. And back comes Class A. In the corner, foul. Watcha for three. Dies on the left side and taken by Smith. Smith, outlet pass. Harder couldn't quite corral it. Burgess does, though. And well, miscommunication here for Class B right now, as that ball slides over to Smith. Back to Crockett. And Falk gets her paws in there, and it's a foul. And it's going to be it's going to be a foul on foul.
It'll be her first, and a chance for both teams. It's kind of that 3 to 4 minutes, it seems like, James, where you kind of get on, not so much as a hockey line shift, because we would all be gassed with 3 minutes on the ice, but 3 to 4 minutes, kind of you get 5 players in there, and then once we get to that 5 or 6 minute remaining left in the game, that's where it's the best players who are playing that night who will finish it off.
Full reset here for Class B and Class A as Ellie Broughton, scoop layup is missed, but she draws the foul on Emily Ash. And Ash will help Broughton get to the free throw line.
That's been a fun matchup. Those two is like looking in the mirror between Ash and Broughton here, James.
Broughton at the line, 8 points in the first half. 1 for 2 from the line here so far tonight. First shot is up and good for buckets Broughton. She had in the win over Class A 13 points last night. Tied at 43, now Class B takes the lead, 44-43. Under 16 to go here in regulation. There's Kinnebrew. Bergen Kinnebrew, Century Patriot, bounced it off a knee of a Class B. Class A keeps it. Ash, thought about a three, will take it. Dies on the right side. Rebound, Haley Quam. A Shiloh Christian Skyhawk gives it up ahead to the West Hope Newburgh Sioux and Ellie Broughton. Broughton directing traffic, looking for a screen, and gets it from Berner. Kindred Viking. Cross to Kendall Hager, now Quam. Berner flips it back to the Rugby Panther and Hager, and knocked out of bounds by the West Fargo Packer, Riley Simon.
Right idea to skip it, as Ellie Powell had her defender on her back hip in Simon, but just better help defense right there by Class A.
Broughton inbound, baseline left. Directing traffic. Hager back to Broughton. Step back three. Kaboom! Allie Broughton, second made three-pointer of the game. Class B opening up a lead here, 47-43. Class A looking for a response. Ash, now Kinnebrew. Dropped it inside to Simon. Back out Ash. Surrounded. Flips it back. Simon. Long-range jumper. Rattles in and out. Tipped out by Kinnebrew to Ash. Ash for three. Short. Rebound to the corner. Powell tiptoes the baseline and picks it up there for Class B. Broughton. Berner. Inside to Quam. Quam fadeaway is missed, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
And really good post up there by Quam. A lot of Region 5's happy she's gone in some capacity because she did that a ton in certain particular junctures throughout her career.
Again, started out at Wilton Wing. Helped the Miners make a state tournament. And then finished her career at Shiloh Christian, Region 5 runners-up this year. As the first shot is missed for Quam. One more here at the line. And Quam, second is up, and that is good. And it's now 48-43 Class B. Faulkner looking inside for Simon. Turnaround is up and good for Riley Simon. Cuts the lead down to 3. 14-15 to go here in the contest. Hager drives baseline, looking for Quam. It squirts out to Simon. And Class A takes it back with Ash in the backcourt. Ash looking to direct traffic. Kinnebrew. Now Faulkner. Faulkner splits the defenders. Oh, a seamless move there for Arden Faulkner. She's up to 8 now in the contest, 48-47.
Hesitation, if you will.
Braun, breaks some ankles and nails the 3. Braun now with 16 points, 51-47.
And Rimplinger from Red River and the Class A coach was maybe saying Broughton might have got away with an extension of a forearm, but it's not called, so she'll take it.
Kinnebrew the other way. Cuts the lead back down to 2. And we've got an exciting 13-15 the rest of the way.
It's like someone had like an Energizer battery or something just kind of put into him the last 60 seconds.
Powell, the Bowman County Bulldog, drops it off for Broughton. Broughton picks up her dribble, deflected, and Kinnebrew with the steal. Kinnebrew and Broughton going at it, and Broughton called for the foul that time.
For Class B, kind of mind that particular foul with Ellie and Kinnebrew, trying to at least, as you hear coaches say, zigzag, make it difficult. Don't allow just a straight line to the basket. In the backcourt there, Bron has fouls to give.
Ash, back to Kinnebrew there in the backcourt for Class A. Now Newmiller inside, Simon with a great move underneath. And Riley Simon, hard to stop her right now.
And 12 points, and again, paint touches here for Riley.
Around the horn, left side now for Burner. Burner keeps it. Down to Powell now, drives baseline, kick out Quam at the free throw line, and can't quite connect. Zip back out there for Newmiller. Poke from behind, but a foul first from Brunn. It was the Bismarck Demon Newmiller. She was on her home floor last night. Hasn't quite found as much of attraction there tonight on the road for her.
Yeah, Broughton's going to pick up her second foul as well. So Class B now with 5. They don't have too many more to give. Class A on the opposite side with 4. So the free throw line could very much come into play with those bonus and double bonus situations as this game continues, James.
Tied at 51 here, 12-13 left in the second half. As foul, Watcha looking inside. Now Metcalf, around, foul. West Fargo Packer with the ball here. Back to Falk from Jamestown. Falk working on Olivia Dick. Watcha, shot clock winding down. Egermont, Valley City Highlander couldn't quite get it. Rebound for foul, missed that one too, and it squirts out to Mikkel Heidelbach.
Chloe Faldo now with 6.7 rebounds here for the AL Stars.
Olivia Dick, the Thompson Tommy, future UND softballer. Fadeaway jumper is up, rattles in and out. Mikkel Heidelbach gets the rebound, and Egermont gets the steal. Falk off the screen from Egermont. Falk picks it back up, now foul. Foul. I want to work on Crockett, and there's a foul. And this one's going there against Crockett.
That's going to be a tough one for Hallie. That's going to be her 4th right now. And from here on out, Class A is going to be in the bonus. So need that, find a way to get to the paint, have that drive mentality. If you're Class B, just got to try to keep them in front as best you can moving forward.
Foul, left side, drives, baseline, off the box and in for Chloe. Foul. Now up to 8 points on the game. 53-51, Class A holds the lead. Heidelbaugh for 3, short. Rebound snagged by Falk. Falk up ahead, lost it, scrum to the floor, jump ball, and it'll go to Class B. Haley Kwan back in for the Class B All-Stars.
Emily Bront right now having herself a really nice game, though. 8 points in both quarters, roughly. You know, she's in that double-digit platform. Bergen Kinnerbrew 14, but Mariley Simons had a really good second half here for Class A, James.
Burgess, the Cavalier Tornado, spinning in the lane. Missed the shot, but Kwan with the rebound. She'll go back to the free throw line.
She's got 4 of those rebounds here, and all of a sudden you start taking a look up, and, you know, it's 40-38 Class B at the 18-minute mark. Then Class A up by 1. Class B got up by 5. We're tied. It just feels like a good tug of war going on right now.
Quam makes the first at the line. 2 for 3 at the line. I have her down for Quam. And Quam ties it back up. 53-53. 10:25 left in regulation. Falk across the timeline here. Some nice pressure coming up here for Class B. Foul. Drops it off for Egermont. Now foul. Foul. Jumper. In and out. Rebound. Up for grabs. Taken by Falk. And a foul from behind.
Hello, Falk. She might not have a point in this game, but she's got 5 rebounds, and you can impact the game in different ways. One thing I remember hearing, James, going back to impacting the game, Sam Covervig on the boys' side for Central Cass. He didn't have a really good region tournament game, so he took a couple of charges, had a handful of rebounds and assists, and on the postgame he goes, you know, if you can't score, you got to find a different way to be the team player, find your way to get the nose to the basketball, and that's exactly what we've seen from Ella Falk so far.
Class A takes the lead with Falk's made free throw now 54-53. Their first point of the game. Heidelbaugh, Cotton, just one made three-pointer as Olivia Dick will try the 3. Kaboom! Dick now on the board, 56-54. 9:40 left here in regulation. Falk dishes it over to Wacha. Oh, what a nice move in the lane for Wacha. Missed the shot, draws the foul. And Chase, I feel like we're definitely getting a lot more whistles tonight than last night.
Well, it's the second time around. You got maybe a little bit of a different style. The one thing when you talk with basketball players and coaches in the state, it's no fault of their own, just like different conferences that you have in the NCAA. It might be officiated a little different on one side of the state than the others. One side might let you kind of have at it a little bit once you get to a state tournament. Others might be a little more, you know what, we're going to go by the letter of the line. The one thing with these refs too, they're giving their time, they're giving their resources to be here, James. So thanks to the officials last night in Bismarck, to the officiating crew here in Fargo, because this is a charity event, right? This is the Super Bowl, if you will, for the Lions All-Star Basketball Series, and it has worked out really well here so far this season with a number of crowd here tonight and in Bismarck.
I haven't been keeping track, but game trends, I'd love to see the number of ties and lead changes in this one as Claire Cotton missed the 3. She gets the rebound. Heidelbaugh dropped it back off. Olivia Dick, top of the key 3. Off the mark left side, and the rebound for Eckroth. Alyssa Eckroth gets across the timeline there. Eckroth for the lead. In and out. Rebound, Simon. Back to Ash. Ash from Dickinson. Ash up and under a few times. Just can't quite find the bottom of the bucket. Olivia Dick, outlet pass up ahead to Crockett. Heidelbaugh, step back 3 in the way. Off the mark right side. Burgess with the rebound. Crockett. Now Olivia Dick. Dick looking for a screen. Heidelbaugh. Heidelbaugh rolls to the cup, missed it just right-hand side. Off the rim. Ash back quickly for Class A. Keeps the pivot foot down, flips it out to Kinnebrew, looking inside for Simon, and knocked out of bounds by Heidelbaugh.
And right now, this is who's going to get that 8-0 run? Who's going to get that 9-2 run, play with a lead, and can you finish it off with the lead? But it's been a lot of fun. Both teams, bringing their best, and we were able to talk with some of the players last night and said, will you bring a show tomorrow? And they all smiled and said, for sure, we're going to be ready for game number 2.
Inbound. That's a foul by DeConte Smith. Mariley Simons headed back to the free throw line. Ever down for 2 for 5 for the free throw line here so far. That's DeConte Smith's third.
If you're going to basketball 101 to someone who is just starting out in the elementary ranks, a pivot and also a head fake can do wonders. It doesn't matter what size. It doesn't matter if you're inside the paint, outside the paint. But I like what Kobe Bryant said. He was so meticulous that he knew, depending on how your feet were positioned, if you did a ball fake, he's like, you're just helping me better defensively. That's how good of a defender Kobe Bryant was in the NBA.
Rest in peace, Kobe, one of the greats. As it's now 58-56. Hager for the lead. Off the mark right side. Rebound Wacha. Class A again trying to break a 3-game losing streak in this series. Right side now for Newmiller. Throws it back to Kendall Hager. Hager, whose sister Carson is now on the coaching staff for Thompson girls basketball. Round the horn here now. Back to Hager. Smith for 3. Kaboom to Conte Smith. She's now up to 11 for the game.
A nice job by DeConte Smith there. She just caught it in rhythm, James, and went right up for it.
Lead back to Class B. Left side for Newmiller. Simon. Ash. Right side. Ash. Eckroth. Left side. Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew lost control. And a tough fall for Kinnebrew. She gets back up as Hager for 3. Kaboom! Kendall Hager, team leader in 3 points this season. She had multiple games with 7 or more. 62-58 Class B leads. We're back on your live event.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Out of a Bank North timeout here. Bank North, they take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. Bank North is more than just a bank. They're a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. And for FDIC, an equal housing lender. 62-58 Class B. 4-point lead. Kendall Hager opening it up. And she was on pace to break the school record. Girls and boys combined. Her assistant coach, Danny Schneider, holds the record, I believe, with 10. Made it a game. Hager's most, I believe, was 7 or 8 this season. Emily Ash, school record holder in Dickinson for the pole vault. Drops it off for Kinnebrew for 3. Kaboom! Bergen Kinnebrew. Big answer there for Class A out of the timeout.
We saw a timeout by Jay Botman in the first half that resulted in a 3 for Broughton, and now for Coach Kent Ripplinger, they set up a timeout and a 3 on the opposite side for Kinnebrew.
DeConte Smith. Back to Broughton for 3. Kaboom! Ellie Broughton. Knocks in another. She's got 4 tonight. Back-to-back games in the series. 4 3-pointers. 65-61. Offense starting to heat up on both sides. Ash across the timeline there. Drops it off. Kinnebrew. Layup missed short. And a foul as well on the back end of that. It's going to go against Mariley Simon. That's her second. Last team foul to give as well. Class A.
Yeah, and you got Class A right now. They'll be in the double bonus from here on out. Class B will be just in the single bonus at this juncture from here on out, James.
Dakota Smith with it to the free throw line. Kick out, Braun, why not? Short rebound. Ash had it last and gives it up to Newmiller. Newmiller looking for an outlet. Drops it off for Simon. Simon and Smith, what a fascinating matchup all night. Simon says, flips it back to the ref. Yeah, I'm going to the line.
Yeah, and that time, Dakota Smith did a better job of staying up and going straight up. You'll hear that from particular officials, coaches, and everybody in between. Just go straight up. You have your ability to be elevated at that time, but O'Reilly got enough of the hand contact and just kind of got swiped across the wrist there to get to the charity stripe here for Class A.
Simon misses the first as we get another platoon change out here for Class A. Faulkner, foul, Falk, and Wacha back on the floor for Class A. And 65-61, 5:53 to go in this contest, at least for regulation on the Thunder Seeds scoreboard, as Simon does make the second, and Metcalf will come in her place. And Class B calls a timeout, 65-62. Class B with the lead. We're back on your live event.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Out of a Bank North timeout, 65-62. Class B with the lead over Class A. It's anybody's contest here. Don't forget, we got a boys contest for you as well. All four contests on your live events. Dakota Smith bringing it up here for Class B. Broughton drives in the lane of the mark there that time. Broughton gets it back off the rebound. Hager in some space for three. Kaboom! Kendall Hager knocks down another. 8 points now for the Rugby Panthers, 68-62. Class A looking for an answer. Faulkner, foul for three. Kaboom! Chloe foul with a nice answer there for Class A.
University of Mary commit right now. The two Mary commits on Class A playing really good with foul and Kinnebrew.
And a foul. Metcalf thought she had a clean block, but Ellie Powell go to the free throw line. The Bowman County Bulldog will try to put two in for Class B. 68-65 now. Last night's final score was 85-77. It's Powell for shot. It's good.
Make sure you stay tuned to the boys game because we'll talk more with Mike Hendrickson, who's part of that Coaches Association. James, you'll talk with him at the half on how do players get selected, what is going to be the process moving forward, as much as Mike can tell us for next year about the three classes and more. So that'll be a fun conversation with you and Coach Hendrickson.
And Powell makes the second, 70-65. 5 minutes to go here in this one. Three on the way for Kinnebrew. Long rebound taken by Harder. The Kidder County Wolf drops it off now for Ellie Broughton. Broughton with the team leading 16 points, 19 points for the game. Harder looking inside. Faulkner taps it back out and finds his way to Chloe Foul. Foul with a step on everybody else and scores. Foul, 4 points in the first half, 9 in the second half, total of 13. Three on the way is missed by Broughton and a rebound for Foul again. Ash, Faulkner, Ash, now Foul. In the corner now, Kinnebrew drives baseline. Metcalf for three. Kaboom! To tie! 70-70, 4:10 left in regulation.
That was all set up by the drive of Kinnebrew and really good wraparound by Metcalf.
Smith, great find to Kennedy Harder. Her second basket of the half, 72-70. Class B regains the lead. And Kinnebrew, bounce it Metcalf. Faulkner Kinnebrew drives in the lane. Kick out Faulkner. Now Ash. Ash looking inside. Missed it short. Tough fall. Broughton with the board. Trying to extend the Class B lead. Hager goes inside. A little short. Tapped out there by Powell. And back to Kinnebrew working on Broughton. And one for Bergen Kinnebrew. Chance to take the lead there for Class A.
I had oohs and ahs like the 4th of July on that move. A little right to left, a little contact coming through. Broughton finishes with the left hand. That was textbook right there on the Euro step.
Another platoon change there for Class B. It'll be Quam, Heidelbach, Crockett, Dick, and Berner going to come in for Class B. 72-72, 3:18 left in this one. Kinnebrew for the lead, got it. Now to 20 points on the game. Dick drops it off here for Crockett. Now Berner. Quam. Not about a three. Looks to go inside instead. Quam flips it back out to Crockett. Crockett backs down, missed the shot. Fighting for the rebound. It's last touch by Ash.
Now look at that shot clock, though, down to 6 right now with that block shot, not touching the rim. So the B will have enough time, but you don't really want to come with a partner to the dance party right now. You got to really go here.
Class A holding on to the 1-point lead. It's an inbound baseline right. Cotton. Dropped off. Berner for three. Doinks off. Rebound up for grabs. Taken by Ash. Ash up the floor on a 4-on-2. Simon off the box. Just missed. Fight for the rebound. Metcalf slings it back out to Newmiller. Newmiller in the lane. Back to Simon. Heidelbach over the back. And Simon will head back to the free throw line with 2:31 left.
Well, there's 3 players for Class A that I think might be our RDK either precision players or play of the game so far. Just on the A side again, James. Number 1, Mariley Simon, what she's done inside the paint, attracting like a moth to a flame, a lot of attention. What Bergen Kinnebrew's been able to do both offensively, transition, defensively, and Chloe Fowle, just a nice productive game. She's flirting with a double-double right now, James.
And another 1 of 2 at the line for Simon. Opens the lead up to 2. 16 points for her. 74-72. 2:25 left in regulation. Cotton for the lead. Kaboom! Claire Cotton again. 75-74. We're back and forth here on that Thunder Seat scoreboard. Kinnebrew. Trolling the lane. Kick out wide open. Metcalf. Long rebound. Simon spun about 720 degrees to get that. And she draws another foul. Cotton again.
Well, speaking of a teammate who is at close to a double-double, that's Mariley Simon. I got her down for 16.7 rebounds so far here. So the West Fargo Packer duo of Fowle and Simon are doing a really nice job here throughout this contest.
Simon's first is good. We're down now just in the second half alone at 5 for 7 for the charity stripe. We're tied at 75.
On the opposite side, it's been fun to see DeConte Smith battle on the inside with her. Ellie Powell was able to do that. You mentioned Heidelball, too. It's just you're throwing someone in there as much as you can, James, trying to clog up the paint a little bit.
Class A regains the lead there with a second made from Simon, 76-75. Under 2 minutes to go. Berner rifles it into Kahn, finds its way to Smith, puts it up and in to DeConte Smith. Gives the lead back to Class B.
Claire Kahn gets the hockey assist on that one.
Kinnebrew back for Class A in some space. Through 4 Class B All-Stars. It's a missed shot, but a foul will go against Berner. It's her third. 95 seconds left. 77-76.
This has the smell of a buzzer beater, James. I'm foreshadowing. I'm not saying overtime. I'm saying buzzer beater.
Kinnebrew makes the first. We've probably had, over a dozen lead changes and ties. And No teams had more than, I think, an 11-point lead. That was for Class A early on as Kinnebrew knocks it in. 78-77 now. Smith. Hooked down to Heidelbaugh. Future teammates in Northern State. Next year, Crockett. Missed shot, rebound, Cotton. Heidelbaugh. Back to Crockett. Now Cotton for three. Touch to the nylon there, but Crockett couldn't quite save it. Class A with it back. Newmiller. Kinnebrew. 65 seconds to go here in the Lions All-Star Series 2023 for the girls. Kinnebrew dropped off. Newmiller. Cross court, Metcalf for three. Off the mark, rebound Heidelbaugh. 50 seconds left. Smith. Heidelbaugh, and a timeout is called by Jay Bachman. 78-77, Class A with the lead. Come back on your live event.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Back to the Bruins Den out of this Bank North timeout. 78-77, Class A with the lead over Class B. A little bit of a game reset here. Class B with the ball after Jay Bachman called the timeout. 10 team fouls for Class B, 7 for Class A. So double bonus the rest of the way for A and single bonus still for Class B. Foul trouble for DeConte Smith with 4 and Hallie Crockett with 4. No foul trouble, at least for ones on the floor for Class A. 22 points for Bergen Kinnebrew. 18 for Riley Simon. Those are your floor leaders right now. 19 for Ellie Brunt. Back on the floor here, 43.3. Smith inside, Harder fights for the ball. Tapped out to Heidelbaugh. 15 on the shot clock. Heidelbaugh drives in. Layup is missed, but she draws the foul, and we'll get more free throws.
Good downhill drive by Heidelbaugh. Simon just was a little bit off balance there on the drive, and a chance for Class B to regain the edge, and all of a sudden you start taking a look at that Cayman shot clock. Really few and far between for possessions coming.
Heidelbaugh first is good. Heidelbaugh with just 3 points in the game. And there's a timeout for Class A. We'll keep it here. Actually, I think we missed a point in the first half, and I think that was it. I think I had Heidelbaugh for a free throw, and I guess according to the scoreboard, that was her first free throw of the contest. So we're tied at 78, 34.4 on the clock. Here, both teams with 2 timeouts each. And Heidelbaugh will have 1 more free throw. Here again, boys contest coming up. Last night for the girls was 85-77. We're about the same here right now. And Chase, you've been doing this a while for the All-Star Series. Where does this rank as far as competitive nature for the girls?
It's really good basketball, just like it was last year. You know, nip and tuck right down the stretch. The one thing with this particular game, 2 timeouts left for both teams, so they have that. You know, A is in the double bonus from here on out. B still in the single bonus. And then you got to start taking a look at that shot clock. It's going to be interesting what Coach Ripplinger drew up here. How much time do you want to take off that clock, whether it's a 1-point deficit or if they're tied, barring on this free throw, James?
Heidelbaugh trying to give Class B the lead. It's up. It's good. And now 79-78, Class A. Looking to break a 3-game losing streak in this series. And a foul on Kennedy Harder, her second personal. And now the shot clock's turned off.
In a normal game, you probably don't like that, just for the simple fact you put a pretty good free throw shooter to the line to tie and possibly take the lead, you know, at midcourt.
Kinnebrew is first. It's missed.
But sometimes it works back in your favor, and also maybe Jay Botman was saying, hey, we want the last shot no matter what, whether it's a tie game, James, or down.
Kinnebrew's second is good. She rattles that one in. 79-79. Shot clock turned off. Smith doing it all herself. She missed the shot. Class A with a rebound, and they can hold for the final shot now. And a timeout is called by Class A.
Riley Simon had Ellie Broughton on her back hip asking for the ball in transition. She had a big smile on her face, but not so much a sigh of relief on the opposite side with that timeout. So opportunity here for Class A and B to recollect themselves. And where does Class A go here with Kent Ripplinger looking in on the huddle?
Yeah, well, on the floor, it's going to be Simon, looks like Newmiller, and Metcalf, Kinnebrew, and Fowl. Looks like the five that are going to be on the floor for Ripplinger to draw something up here for Class A. And then for Class B, DeConte Smith, as well as Claire Cotton and Brun and Heidelbaugh and Harder here again in the Bank North timeout. 79-79, 16 seconds left here in this one.
So if you're Class B, you don't want to foul. If there is a jump ball, the arrow does point towards Class A. That's something to make note of. But both teams, again, still with at least one timeout in their back pocket if they find themselves in a delicate situation. And what are we at, a rock concert? I keep looking in at the entrance here, and the 3, 4, 5 deep going in right now behind the base.
Yeah, you got the reserve seating, and then you got the pit down there, down low. Here we go. Foul inbound. Looking for Kinnebrew and finds her. 15 seconds left. Kinnebrew going to get around Smith. Smith backs her out. Inside to Simon. 8, 7, 4, 3. Foul short. 4. Heidelbaugh. 3, 2. Not enough time for half-court heave. We're going to overtime. 79-79. Tied here. As we'll go to overtime here after this.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Back for some free basketball here. It's overtime, 79-79 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Chase Miller, thoughts on the overtime?
It's college rules again. In Class A, it's been 18-minute halves. Class B, it's 8-minute quarters. Next year, again, we'll see what Class A is going to do officially. 5 minutes, and hey, if you're a fan of basketball, this is what you want, right? You give some money at the door for admission to a really good cause in the Lions Club members, and then you get to enjoy an extra 5 minutes of basketball with another game 20 minutes after the fact. So, James, buckle in. We're going to be here for a while. I'll take dessert a little bit later on, but it should be a lot of fun, and fun to see this matchup with the two in the center circle with DeConte Smith and Riley Simon as well.
As you mentioned it there in the center. And there's the tip, overtime here for the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Kinnebrew will take it for Class A, going right to left of the purples. Metcalf, Ash, Simon, and again Foul on the floor to start the overtime for Class A. Kinnebrew, Simon, fade away. It's good for Riley Simon. 81-79. Harder, Broughton, Smith, Dick, and Crockett on the floor. Crockett gets some space, blocked from behind, and taken back from Class A. 4:22 to go here in the overtime session. Ash. Bounce it to foul and a foul.
That's going to be it for DeConte Smith as she picks up their 5th. Look to come on the help with Chloe Fowl. Just bumped her enough, and DeConte is going to be done. But she gets a really nice round of applause here from the crowd in Fargo.
She finishes up with 13 points on the night. And Chloe Fowl back at the line to try and extend the Class A lead here in overtime. Her shot is up. It's good.
If there's anything bittersweet, it's that DeConte is able to finish it with her head coach, Jay Bachman, also being part of the coaching staff here. So one more swan song, if you will, for those two.
Fowl's second is good. 83-79. Class B with the rock here now. Crockett. By the way, I believe Heidelbach came in for Smith, future teammates in Northern State next year. Broughton, right side. Broughton throws one up. Not answered, but she does draw the foul. She head to the free throw line for 2 more shots. And it's going to go against Ash. It's her 4th.
Free opportunities, as you mentioned, for Ellie Broughton. I mean, she's just someone who VCSU is going to have a ton of athleticism for. And, you know, some could argue she might be a better softball player than baseball and vice versa, depending on who you talk to across the state, James.
Well, she's very versatile on the softball side. She was kind of the secondary pitcher for the Mavericks this season as she makes the second of 2. Cuts the lead down to 3, 83-80 here in overtime. Ash, Kinnebrew, left side, working on Broughton. Drops it off now for Ash. Foul. Metcalf. Back to Ash. We're now to Kinnebrew, 10 on the shot clock. Kinnebrew dancing, working on Heidelbach. Throws one up off the box and in for Bergen Kinnebrew. 85-80.
25 for Kinnebrew, 20 for Mariley Simon right now.
Broughton. Crockett for 3. Kaboom! Hallie Crockett knocks down a big one. Lead down to 2, 85-83. Foul. Left side. Looking for an answer instead. She finds Crockett. Waits for the defender. It's deflected out of bounds by Metcalf.
Really good hustle back by Metcalf to get that one back. What looked like it was going to be a easy layup for Crockett. Instead, Class A still with that a 2-point advantage on our Thunder Seed scoreboard.
Inbound baseline right there for Broughton. Broughton into Harder, missed a point-blank shot. Rebound to Simon, who got poked in the eye, looks like. As Kinnebrew will slow it down. Kinnebrew looking for a screen. Simon gives it. Kinnebrew rolls. Oh, nice pick and roll there. Riley Simon. Big bucket there.
Yeah, that's been a 1-2 combination. I couldn't imagine if Kinnebrew, Fowl, and Simon all played on the same team. That'd be deadly.
Crockett driving and one for Hallie Crockett. Cuts the lead down to 2, and Hallie Crockett 4 points in the entire game. And she's now they're down for 5 in this overtime.
Yeah, a chance for double digits. That 3 just kind of put a little spark into her. Then she got the steal, James, and now she has a chance to get to double digits here.
Shot is up and missed short. 87-85. Kinnebrew drives in the lane, missed it short. Rebound to Harder. Back comes Broughton and Class B. Crockett feeling it. Thought about a 3, will drive inside instead, missed it. Rebound Powell, missed that one, and fight for the ball. It's a jump ball before the timeout.
Yeah, Ellie Broughton was pretty open, asking for the basketball right there. A good thought by Hallie Crockett to try to, get the 2 points, but just unfortunate how it developed for the simple fact now you got to walk down the opposite side, shoot 2 free throws, and if Simon can at least hit 1, James, all of a sudden you're talking about, a 3-point game. If she hits both, now you start talking about a 2-possession game, and you really start looking at that clock a little bit more, as Crockett will also get a nice round of applause.
That's it for Crockett. Yeah, I have her down for 9 for the game. And Simon back at the line. First is up and good. 2 minutes to go here again in this overtime session. We were tied at 79 at the end of overtime. It was 85-77 was the final score last night. So we're going to see a 90 here as Simon knocks it in. Their second time, 89-85. The timeout is called here. And we'll break with them, 89-85, Class A.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
And out of a Bank North timeout, 89-85. Class A holds the lead over Class B. And it'll be on the floor. Bruner came in for Class B. Bruner, Powell, Quam, Harder, and Broughton. Broughton moves to the left there, drives in the lane. Kick out Powell, top of the key. Muscles her way inside, draws another foul.
Yeah, Rylan Burgess out there here for the Class B All-Stars as well from Cavalier. Maybe she might be able to hit one of those big-time threes that she had last night in Bismarck. And a good take on the way here as, Simon now all of a sudden might be one of those A All-Stars that we talked, James, for potentially fouling out for the first time in the game.
Powell makes the first. She had 10 points in the first half, none in the second. That's her first bucket since the first half, 89-86. Second shot is missed. Rebound taken there by Simon. 3-point lead, 97 seconds to go here in the first overtime. Kinnebrew dancing her way in the paint. Kick out. Falk for three. Dagger. Kaboom! Falk with 1 point in the first half. That's a big bucket. 92-86 on the other end. Haley Quam with a quick bucket for Class B, 92-88.
Just what Class B needed, something really quick, James, and a bucket, as you mentioned.
1:10 left here in the first overtime. I say that because there may be more. Kinnebrew drives, lost it, but a foul first. More free throws coming there for Bergen Kinnebrew. And that's going to be the third on Harder. Falk again with a massive three-pointer. Give Class A a 6-point lead.
Yeah, our only field goal of the game comes at a most opportune time, as you said there, James. And not necessarily how many points, but it might be when you get those points throughout a contest.
Kinnebrew now with 27. On the night, 94-88. 60 seconds to go. Burgess, Broughton. Driving inside, closed out there. Back to Burgess. Poked away, foul with a step. Foul, off the box, missed. Quam with the board, foul, rips it back. Missed it, second chance is in. 96-88, Class A closing in on their first win in the last 4 tries. Jay Bachman calls a timeout there for Class B. 96-88 on that Thunder Seed scoreboard. 32.6 on the clock. And
Chloe Fowl with a really nice job there. 17 points so far, 9 rebounds I got her down for. Her teammate, Riley Simon, also with 9 rebounds, 24 points. Kinnebrew, I know we've said their names a lot, James, but you go through, there's just been 1, 2, 3, 4 field goals that have been made in this second half. That's not by those 3. That just shows you how they've been able to play 3 Musketeers a little bit, if you will. On the opposite side, Ellie Broughton obviously flashing into her ability. Olivia Dick's not going to be flashing in terms of points, but how she's able to present herself while running offense. Been fun to see Kennedy Harder consistently, getting rebounds, banging on the inside with the likes of a Metcalf and Riley Simon. It's just been a ton of fun here tonight inside the Bruin Den.
96-88 again. Class A was swept last year for Class B, and then Class B took the game last night in Bismarck. 96-88. Can Class A get to 100 for the girls?
They
It's
might.
possible, yeah.
They might.
Quam inbound. Broughton through her fingertips. And that might be how the rest of the game goes for Class B.
Yeah, Class B is going to have to really chase the game now. Look for a double team. See if you can get a loaf of bread, so to speak, on a skip, or you do what Hallie Quam was able to do and try to extend the game as best you can.
Yeah, sends Falk to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up here. 30 seconds exactly here. That's the third personal, by the way, as well for Quam. Falk's first is missed. That gives Class B a chance there. Falk and Quam joking at the free throw line as Falk makes free throw there, 97-88. Broughton, time winding down, 25 seconds left in overtime. Broughton stolen away by Killebrew. And that might just about do it. Broughton looking for a steal, still hustling. 12 seconds, 10. Class A, Class B girls, and there will be a 5 seconds.
It's the first one we've seen of this series.
Yeah. So gives Class B one more chance here at a final shot. 5, 4, Broughton, shot on the way, hit it out. And that'll do it. 97-88. Class A with the win over Class B. Got much more in the post-game comments. Chase Miller will track down a couple of players from Class A, and that's up next on your live event.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
And we're back to the Maroons Den here. Final score after one overtime in the girls' game. Lions All-Star Basketball Series, 97-88. Class A with the win over Class B. A little storyline of the game here for you quickly. 36-32 is the halftime score. Class A got out in front 11-3, or 14-3 rather. Class B rallied back to make it a game, and it was intense the rest of the way. 79-79 after regulation. We went to an overtime period, and Class A pulled away in the end, outscoring Class B 18-9. Your scorers of the game, Bergen Killebrew was your leading scorer with 27 points. Mariley Simon, finished with 24, and Chloe Fowl finished with 17. Also scoring Arden Faulkner with 8, Maya Metcalf with 5, Ashley Wacha with 4, Alyssa Eckroff with 5, Ella Falk with 5 as well, including a big three-pointer in the overtime session, and 2 points for Emily Ash. For Class B, your leading scorer was Ellie Broughton with 20 points, 13 for DeConte Smith, 11 for Ellie Powell, 9 for Hallie Crockett, 7 for Haley Quam, 8 for Kendall Hager, 6 for Claire Cotton, 4 for Kennedy Harder, 3 for Olivia Dick. And the final score, 97-88, Class A with the win over Class B, and it evens the series this year. Again, Class B with the win last night, 85-77, and not sure the last time that a game in this series went to overtime, but looks like a 2014, the girls' game in Bismarck. That was won by Class A as well, 79-68. So as far as I can see, again, the last game to go to, or excuse me, there was another one in 2015 actually with Class A. Well, that was typo actually. They had 2014 in there twice. But again, it looks like 2014 was the last time that game went to overtime here in this series. So congratulations to Class A. Congratulations last night to Class B. They get an even split here for the series. Again, the final score here, 97-88 in overtime. Class A with the win over Class B. That was the final, 97-88 on the Thunder Seed scoreboard. Chase Miller is going to grab Bergen Kinnebrew and Mariley Simon, and we'll have those interviews with Chase on your live event after this.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, gooserivergolfclub.com.
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
And welcome back to the Brunstead overtime final, 97-88. The Class A girls get the win over the Class B girls. Let's take you through the RDK Enterprises player of the game. Feature precision player of the game from RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, and questions and more, contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit plantertalk.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. My player of the game tonight for Class A, Bergen Kinnebrew, and Riley Simon. I'll give it 2 there for Class A. For Class B, Ellie Broughton. And I'm going to give it to Hallie Crockett. She had a really nice overtime period before she finished in foul trouble. So those are my RDK precision players of the game. And looks like the players are coming back out of the locker room, and let's go down momentarily to Chase Miller. Let's go down to Chase with a couple of Class A All-Stars for our Bell Bank player interviews.
Thank you very much, James. Joining us right off the bat here is Chloe Fowl and Bergen Kinnebrew. Bergen, congratulations first and foremost on picking up a victory. What was it like playing in Bismarck in front of a sellout crowd, here at the Bruin Den in front of a sellout crowd? What was the atmosphere like here in the Lions series, Bergen?
It was a lot of fun. There was a great atmosphere. There was a lot of people here, so it kind of gave us momentum to keep the game going, and it really gave us the adrenaline to just keep pushing through all the adversity.
And now you got a future teammate here with you as well, heading to the University of Mary. How fun was this just to get to know a future college athlete that you're going to be playing at the NSIC level?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, obviously going into freshman year, it's kind of hard. Like, you're getting to know how everybody works, and we kind of already got that experience. So going into freshman year, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We already have a lot of chemistry, so it'll be good.
Final thing for you, how sweet was it to pick up a victory here and get back to even, so to speak, in this series?
It was awesome. We had a lot of fire coming in this game. We obviously didn't want to lose the one yesterday, so just coming back and bringing that fire and then getting the dub.
Bergen, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck at University of Mary.
Thank you.
Let's go from Bergen to Chloe Fowl here. Chloe, for you, let's talk about your high school teammate first before your college teammate. A nice 1-2 combination here between you and Mariley. A lot of people have talked about that throughout your time at West Fargo, but how fun was it to play with Mariley one more time here in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series and have that connection one more time?
It was super special. I know, like, right before we got our names called out, I looked at Mariley and we're like last game together, and it was just like a little special moment. So it's kind of sad to say it's our last game, but it was a great way to end out our time together.
And then on the opposite side here, Chloe, for you guys, speaking about Bergen, same question. Are you already scheming and game planning on what you're going to do out there at the capital city coming up here at the University of Mary?
Yeah, we're super excited to play together, and it was super nice to have this little preview of us playing together. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Favorite thing that you had from Friday to today in the Lions All-Star Series? What was one of your favorites outside of picking up a overtime victory so far here in this one?
There was a lot of good moments. I don't think I can just pick one, so I'm going to go with the Raging Rivers Water Park.
Awesome. All right, last thing for you here, Chloe. What was the atmosphere like? A 2 sellout crowd, standing room only. How fun was this for high school basketball in North Dakota to be showcased in girls basketball?
I'll just say it was a great way to end my high school career.
I like it. Chloe, thanks so much for your time and best of luck moving forward. We'll go from Mariley Simon now, a teammate to a teammate here. You had that combination a couple of times, Mariley. How fun was it playing with Chloe one more time here?
It's so fun playing with Chloe. I love playing with her. It's sad it's our last time to play together, but you definitely could tell we were teammates. During the game, we found each other perfectly, so it was nice.
And then this particular All-Star game, if someone wants to get to this particular point, now that you played it in 2 times, what's one of your favorite memories that you have, or what is that you want to pass down to someone moving forward to say why should they play in this particular All-Star game?
I think just working hard and being a good teammate. Like, everyone watches you, and they learn from you, so just working hard and being a good teammate, it really leads to this.
So I was counting up the stats. You, Bergen, and Chloe had all the team field goals outside of 4 in the second half and in overtime. Do you feel a rhythm maybe with not a quote-unquote teammate like Bergen throughout the season where you don't really see her unless it's state, but did you guys kind of feel that there was a rhythm between you 3 in that second half in OT, Mariley?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a rhythm, and we just wanted to find the person who was hot because we wanted to win. So.
How sweet was it to pick up a win after a tough loss and close loss yesterday for Class A out in Bismarck?
Very sweet. We had to break their 3-game winning streak, and now we got the final win and the final bragging right, so it feels great.
Riley, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck at NDSU coming up in the fall.
Thank you so much, Chase.
That again, a Bergen Kinnebrew. You also had Chloe Fowl and Riley Simon joining us here courtside. James, let's toss it back to you.
Thanks, Chase. That was our Bell Bank player interviews. Get the best of both worlds at Bell Bank. Enjoy a full suite of services and resources you'd find at a national bank with the care of a local community partner. Visit bell.bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC. That'll wrap it up for the girls contest. We'll break on your live event and come back for some pregame comments for the boys next.